It is Friday, and not only is it Friday, it is Caribana Weekend Friday. Everybody, welcome to In the Now with Simone Jennifer Smith. And if you are anyone who knows anything about Toronto, you know this is one of the biggest weekends for the Caribbean people of Toronto here. And you know what? We get people from all over the world who come here for this. So it's going to be a wonderful weekend. And I really wanted to come here today to talk to you about some of the things that are happening, not only this weekend, but actually following after this weekend. There's a lot going on this summer, a lot of events, which is normal, I guess. The great thing about it, though, is that on In the Now, I get an opportunity to sit down with artists, which is awesome. And something I actually missed doing, which I haven't been able to do with you guys for the last couple of weeks. If you've been watching, I've had a few guests on. Last week we had some we had some reggae legends in here. Richie Spice and Lutan Faya was here. The week before we had the controversial counselor. So there's been a lot of interviews. And honestly, I was like, you know what? I miss giving you guys information. So today I want to do a small little rundown of what we're going to be talking about. And then we're going to go right into the show. Okay, so rundown of our topics. Very first topic that we're going to talk about. Well, actually, we're going to hit some news first. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you some news about what's happening lately, things that have kind of popped up. Also going to give you guys some jokes. You know, we're also going to present, some artists who are here to talk about the work that they're doing, some of the things that they're doing. And I really feel that it's important that we do support our local artists. It's something that we do here in Toronto, but I don't think like at the extent that we should. So I'm happy that we're able to perform a platform for them. So let's talk about, you know what? Financial news and some updates. Let's talk about that. So I'll say this. The very first thing that kind of flashed on the screen, and I actually pulled it off because I was like, after I give all these stats, I'm going to make a point for everybody because it's interesting. Now, Apple officially became the first U.S. company with a $1 trillion market cap. Okay, now for those who are into, of course, the stock market, this makes total sense. For those who are not, this may seem kind of foreign, but I'm going to break down what's happening. And at the end, for the ones who don't really do the stocks, I'm going to explain why this is important. Okay, so this actually image here is courtesy of Market Watch, and it basically is showing us that Apple Inc. became the very first U.S. listed company to reach $1 trillion market capitalization on Thursday of this week. So Apple shares AAPL which is up 2.92%, closed at $207.39 above the $207.04 threshold needed for Apple to officially hit the $1 trillion mark. That's based on, of course, the most up-to-date share count of 4.83 billion as of July 20th. Again, these numbers are kind of like, but I'm going to explain all of this after. The current market cap calculations assume that Apple's share count hasn't budged since that date, though the given company's rapid rate of increase is going to continue to happen. Even though it's not moving quickly, they're saying it's still going up. And again, regardless, they still hit that $1 trillion mark. So the stock's strong performance this week comes after Apple reported better than expected results for its fiscal third quarter on Tuesday. So anyone in the business world understands what a fiscal is. Basically, the business year is broken up into 4 segments, okay? So the company also delivered an upbeat forecast for its September quarter when it typically releases its new iPhone. Now, why is that important? Of course, my throat's going dry right now. I'm probably going to need a little bit of water. Apple won't technically be the first publicly traded company to reach $1 trillion in market capitalization. Of course, you know who beat us. Well, not us, because I'm not American, I'm Canadian. But the only other place was PetroChina, when they earned that honor on the Chinese market 10 years ago, which is normal. China seems to be really ahead of us in a lot of things, always. So I'm not really surprised there. The company's valuation has come down sharply, though, in the years. So sorry about that. As much as they've gone up, things always come back down. Anything that goes up comes down, right? So what does that mean for you guys? Well, I'm going to actually talk about another person. If anyone knows who the owner of Amazon, his name is Jeff Bezos. They made a comment, and this is him, thank you, that he would need to spend $28 million a day to avoid getting richer. I'm going to repeat that to you. He would have to spend $28 million a day to avoid getting richer. What does this all mean for us? So let's talk about him first. So this 51-year-old's net worth has ballooned by more than $50 billion this year. And I only bring him up because I think he's very close. They're not even really close to Apple, but he's doing pretty well. If he can spend $28 billion and still be making money. According to Bloomberg's article, which was published in mid-July, this gain came after Amazon stock AMZN was up 20.07%. So they've gone up too. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Well, community, I want you to see where some of your hard-earned dollars are going. So every single time that you go out and run to go and buy yourself an iPhone, you are legit putting money into another person's pocket. So when you hear about these people, for example, when someone can say that you would have to spend $28 million a day to avoid getting richer, all those times you order from Amazon, that's like a ching in his pocket, okay? Every time you pick up or want to go and buy the newest iPhone, which is why, as I said earlier, they're saying that the amount of money they're going to make is going to go up in the September quarter because that's when the new iPhone comes out. But we are in such a consumer, I wouldn't say consumer friendly, but we just like to consume a lot as North Americans. And because of this, there are very few people in the topper area of, I guess you would say, the society who are making a lot of money off those who are down here who can sometimes barely afford some of these things. How much is an iPhone? Like $4 or $5 bills, guys? More than that? Less than that? More than that. So you're talking like $600, $700, $800 for a phone that lasts sometimes maybe 2 years? Maybe, right? 2 years. And then, of course, technology changes. And that's the thing, is that they keep getting you because every single time you're like, oh, the new iPhone 8's coming out. What's coming out next? What's the next iPhone that's coming out, guys? Do we know? 11? Is that where we're at?
Let's call it 11.
Oh, because it was an iPhone 10 that just came out, right? iPhone 11. So I don't even know how much that's going to be worth. But again, every single time you purchase something, you're putting this money into someone else's pocket. Now, why is this harmful for the community, for the Caribbean community? Well, unfortunately, we're a bunch of flashy people. We like to have the best of everything, even when we can't afford it. And we have people, of course, spending $28 million or billion dollars a day and are still getting richer. It's just understanding why these are happening. If you're ever interested in things like how the stock market works, definitely do some research on that. It's good to understand where money is going and why certain people have so much money and why some people don't have money. Okay? Also, it's good to get involved in stocks. It's something that I plan to do. I just have to find the right one. It's something I'm doing some research on because I think it is important. You do make a lot of money doing this. So it's important if you are in any type of business to understand how the stock market does work. But as of right now, all of us are spending our money and there's people who are balling out of control. So it's something for you guys to think about. So before I end this segment, we're going to talk about a couple different things today. We have Slimflex. So Slimflex is he's an African reggae artist. And I've noticed in the last little bit that there's been a lot more reggae influenced African artists coming out and making a scene here in Toronto and pretty much all over the world. So that culture of reggae, the dancehall scene is starting to spread, as you can see. And we're starting to see it in different places. Here, the States, it's coming up everywhere. So I'm very happy actually that we do have some of the primary promoters here who are promoting the best in reggae, African reggae here. Well, it's not African reggae, it's just reggae, but they take the whole like vibe, just like how Latin people have reggaeton, same thing. So having him in today will allow me to actually give everybody an idea of why this has happened, how it's become so widespread. And then you guys can, of course, call in if you have any questions. If you guys want to make a comment, feel free to make a comment on the bottom. If you want to make a comment on the fact that, yeah, we're spending way too much money on iPhones and Amazon, that might be something to talk about. So when we come back, we're actually going to go into something really good that's been happening in the community. And we're going to be talking about a basketball star who decided to do something that's kind of already been done, but I'm really glad that it's being done again. So we'll see you soon on In the Now.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
While most men dread hearing women blabber about nothing, American men still pretend to listen and care. While on the other hand...
Yo! Stop your blood clot noise now, what do you? You young foul batty?
A Jamaican man will tell you exactly when he's had enough. Cooking is also very important. While takeout is exceptional for American men,
Hell yeah. Burgers? Thank you, babe. Woo! Burgers in this motherfucker.
On the other hand,
Burger!
You tell us understand. Girl, better can't cook. Ticket that you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book. Why in the kitchen cause you and them no look you better cook.
at this point in the skit, you're probably wondering.
You're making too much noise, Dave. Welcome back to In the Now on my TCN. Dave's going to show up on screen today. He's bringing me water because I'm choking and dying all at the same time. Thank you, Dave.
On camera too?
Camera 2, yeah. No one can see you.
No.
Get out of my camera shot, Dave. All right. So I played that because I told you guys it's Caribana weekend. So let's talk Caribana a little bit. I want to give you guys some idea for those who already go to Caribana, you know most of this stuff. But for those who don't, let's tell you guys what's going on. So there's the King and Queen Showcase. That video, by the way, dating a Jamaican, so true. Merga. So the festivities start, people, August 2nd. If you've never been to the King and Queen competition, then get yourself ready because the King and Queen Showcase brings elaborate costumes, pulsating music, and friendly competition for a night of creativity and innovation. You get to watch the kings and queens in their themed costumes dance to the rhythm of the mass bands and see which royals will actually win the crown. As one of the most popular carnival events, the King and Queen competition regularly sell out. So if you don't have your tickets, you're probably not going to be able to do it. Actually, when was the second? The second was yesterday, wasn't it? Right? So it was last night. So you missed it. But it was one of the first events for the thing. So let's talk about what's happening today. Today's the 3rd. Yes, I'm right on this? Yes. Okay, so today is the Pan Alive. I have a picture there, which is actually courtesy of CaribanaToronto.com. That's right. So what is Pan Alive or Pan Live? So the Toronto Caribbean Carnival Festival and the Ontario Steel Band Association, they present Pan Live, which is Canada's premier steel pan competition, happening during Carnival weekend. So today, some of North America's best steel pan orchestras will compete for the title of Best Steel Band. So throughout the night, the audience will be treated to some of the best live Caribbean-flavored percussion and steel drumming. There's going to actually be a panel of judges who will judge the performance on arrangement, group performance, the tone, and the general application of rhythm. Now, of course, the audience will base their favorites on how hard they're pushed to dance. So obviously, like the people who are bubbling throughout this, whoever's playing at the time, higher chance of winning. So let's talk about ticket prices for this. So ticket prices and weekend pass prices will increase as of yesterday. So up till yesterday, you could have probably gotten a little bit of a discount, but now everything, of course, like hotels, like food, like parking, like clubs, everything is going to go up, okay? But for this event, which is for today, you can actually, there's a contact number, which is 416-498-5377. I'm going to repeat it again for you guys. 416-498-5377 if you have any questions. Where is Pan Live happening? It is happening at Lamport Stadium, which is 1151 King Street West in Toronto. It starts at 7 p.m. and dress code is mashup, which means wear whatever you want. Come dressed to sweats, okay? The price, $20 to $25. And of course, like I said, pending availability. And of course, if the less tickets there are, like anything else, the price goes up, okay? So finally, the Grand Parade, which is coming up. I like this picture because it's just like, she just looks like she's ready. So this is, of course, what everybody comes down for. And this is on August 4th. This is on Saturday. So this is tomorrow. This is the largest event of the Toronto Caribbean Carnival. The Grand Parade attracts local, regional, national, and international spectators and media. Colorful masqueraders will show off their elaborate costumes as they make their way from the assembly area at the exhibition place along a 3 to 5 kilometer stretch on Lake Shore Boulevard. And that, of course, wraps up the celebratory weekend. Now, with that, as you guys know, there's tons of parties, tons of clubs, tons of events happening after. And of course, with this comes road closures, guys. There's going to be a lot of road closures. So for those, last time I think for the Pride Parade, I actually listed out all the road closures. I'm going to do something even easier for you now. Just tune into 680, straight up. Like, they're going to have the most up-to-date because things change throughout the weekend. So definitely, if you are local or if you are a visitor, check out 680. Just stay tuned and listen to what the road closures are. Along with construction and this, there's so much going on. So let's talk about, oh, actually, you know what? Let me show you a little video so you guys can see what you have to look forward to for this weekend.
Peaks Toronto Caribbean Carnival is the King and Queen Showcase on Thursday, August 2nd at Lamport Stadium, 1151 King Street, Toronto. Advance tickets are $35. At the door, you pay $40. VIP, Platinum, Gold, and Silver available from $100 up. Doors open at 5 p.m. Get your tickets at Charlie's, Charlu's, Drupety's M&A Discount, a different booklist, Nicey's Food Mart, and Play the Record. #GoToCarnival.
You know what's interesting? I've never actually, I've gone to Caribana, but I've never done mass. I should probably do one. It looks fun. And I like the fact that I'm not wearing much clothing. I don't like wearing much clothing, so kind of works out. You know what? Let's talk about one more thing because I think my guests have actually arrived, but we're not going to get to them yet. We're going to get to them in our next segment. Let's watch a quick video. This is talking about Mr. LeBron James and some of the exciting news that he had to deliver on Monday.
I can sit here and be a loss of words, which I am now. Just, it's my first time here, walking these hallways and seeing, when I was driving here, just the streets that I walked, the stores, and some of the stores are still up when I was growing up. To be sitting here, with, my foundation, who was unbelievable, and, first shout out and great credit to Michelle Campbell. She's the right hand to all of this. And then to the Akron Public School System, who allowed us to even do something like this. It's a moment that I'll never forget, and hopefully, the kids, starting with the 240 kids that we have going in here right now, starting today.
So I want to start by saying I commend this young man for taking action. I really do. On Monday, LeBron James, through his LeBron James Family Foundation, officially opened the I Promise School as an addition to the Akron Public Schools in Akron, Ohio, which is actually his hometown. So the school welcomed its inaugural class of 240 students in grades 3 and 4. Now, they said that they're going to actually they want to stretch this grade. They want to actually have grades 1 through 8 within the next 4 years. But they started off with a little smaller. Of course, you always have to do like a test run with anything to see how it goes. So ESPN reported that the I Promise School was built to serve at-risk children, but also offers their parents an opportunity to finish high school and even further promise free tuition to the University of Akron upon graduation. So this is a real community-based project that he started. The Time reported that, in addition, attendees will receive a free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, as well as a free bike. So they're getting additives on top of it. Students will also have access to a fitness trainer. So you're hitting health, you're hitting wellness, you're hitting education. So this sounds very reminiscent to me of a program that was created about 40 years ago by the revolutionary and never forgotten Black Panther Party. I want to show a little video about the Huey P. Newton Oakland Community School.
My name is Khalida Smith. I'm 8.5 years old. I live in Oakland, California. I go to school at the Oakland Community Learning Center. My school was started by the Black Panther Party. The earliest age to start going to this school is when you're 2.
You say, si quiero. David. Bueno.
We don't have grades in our school. We have levels.
Manzanas. ¿Te gustan manzanas?
They put us in different levels based on what we can do.
¿Te gusta? ¿Te gusta?
Now, not only was the school created, there were many other social programs that were part of the school that were put on by the Black Panther Party. And probably one of the most popular programs was the breakfast program. So I want to show a little clip of that before we go into our break.
The most successful of these social programs was the Free Breakfast for Children program. This program first started off in 1968 in Oakland, California, and provided food for children before school. As the organization expanded, this program became popular and continued to serve children all over the United States. Members of the organization realized the importance of eating breakfast in the morning. They believed it was necessary for children to fuel their bodies in order to learn properly. Many children went to school hungry, passed out, and then get sent home. This is not the kind of treatment African American children deserve. Children are the future of this country. Without a proper education, these children will grow up not knowing how to overcome the injustices by the government.
So history is most definitely repeating itself. And Mr. Lebron James, thank you so much for acting and not talking. We need more of these programs, and I appreciate the fact that you are someone doing something with your money for the community. So when we come back, guys, now that I delivered the news part of it, we have some entertainment for you guys, some entertainment news. So definitely come back. We'll see you guys in a few minutes on In the Now.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Oh baby girl, you know I like when you whine on me. Cause the way you are going, pretty girl, you drive me crazy. But if you give me one chance, girl, I swear you be coming back for more. Oh girl, I really don't mind, you could jump and hop on my ding dong. Oh baby, don't you know, if your love go kill me, yo. So baby, take it slow, cause it's you I wanna hold. I want you physically, treat you like a doctor medically. Yeah, you ready for me? Cause tonight is the night I'ma rock your back. Shorty, she be so bad.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to In the Now. So we have a special guest today. I actually had the privilege of meeting him last week at his album release party. And that's the first time I'd actually really heard of you. But I think from the moment that I came in, I started dancing. I don't think I stopped. I was bubbling myself from the time I came in. So I would like for you to introduce yourself to the MyTCN TV network, please.
Yeah. Hi, everybody, beautiful people out there. I go by the name Slimflex. I hail from Ghana in West Africa, and I'm an Afrobeat and high life artist based here in Toronto. Been carrying this African music and entertainment thing for, let's say, approximately 10 years now. And still trying to create that platform for Afrobeat and African music and entertainment in general in North America. So yeah, we've been there working, putting out songs. I have about 2 albums. Okay. And I'm currently about to drop my 3rd album. All right. Which is called Gifted, The Love Potion. So, which you came to the media.
Could you actually put up that flyer? Because you have an event coming up soon,
Yeah, that's on the 7th of September.
That's right.
That is going to be the actual album release party. Okay. What you came to was the media and stakeholders listening session private. What? Yeah, because this time around we tried to get people involved, as in we just didn't want to stay in our studio, put a bunch of songs together and say that's an album. So we actually giving people who are buyers, stakeholders, people who are putting up shows, like Prince George Entertainment, and those people, have them in a room, give them variety of songs to choose from, and let them see what would actually build a good album. And so that was why we had that listening session. Okay. On the, I think that was 25th of July.
Wednesday,
yeah. So now we move into the major phase now, which is I think about a month away for the real album release party, which will be at JCA. Okay. So that will be it's gonna be an awesome night. We have lots of artists that are gonna be hitting the stage. So I think people should look out for that. So pretty much Slimflex.
All right, so I have some questions for you. So you said something that I heard right away. You said you've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
How do you stay motivated for 10 years?
Yeah, in this business, especially where we are in North America, you really got to want it. You got to be, you can't be a wannabe. You got to be something that is in you, something that you really want. Because first and foremost, the platform is not even there, especially when it comes to African music. It's now being created, but the platform was never there as compared to back then. Because back then you would then put in your own songs, and your own friends would ask, whose song is it? Take it out. Because those times they'd rather hear Wu-Tang Clan than to hear some African native language.
Because it
wasn't popular. But now it's like after 10 years in this, now I see it growing. Right, and it makes me feel happy to be part of the people that actually fought for this thing to be there, right? And it's not been an easy road. A lot of money has been spent, a lot of time has been spent, because like my dad always used to say, he brought me here to become a medical doctor. I enrolled to become that kind of stuff, but then unfortunately the passion in me to do music, I just couldn't stop it. So for you to keep in it, it got to be something that is in you, something that you really see this is my life. Because I could have any kind of job and any kind of pay, but the joy in doing it is not as much as when I do music.
Yeah, it wouldn't be there.
You got to really have the joy to do it and be ready, have the skin, especially in North America too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You got to have the skin. It's
not
easy.
So the naysayers, how do you deal with them? The people who tell you, stop doing it, just go get a 9-to-5. Go do something that's it's you'll get your money, you get your income. How do you deal with people like that?
You know what? Everyone is not equal. Everyone can be a doctor. Okay. Everyone can be a singer, but everyone could be one thing. So whoever that person is, those who don't believe, find what they could do. They themselves, they should see for themselves what they could do. Even if, let's say, if it is gossip they're good at, they could become gossip bloggers. And so there's money in that.
It's true.
You understand? It's like always try to find something you could do other than seeing what the next person is not doing. And I don't blame them much, right? Because let's say we are, again, comes to North America.
Yeah.
If I was in Nigeria right now or in Ghana right now, it would be hard for me to just see Wizkid just like that. Do you understand? But I'm in Canada here. let's say, picture if an artist don't even drive, then it's even worse because when you're taking the TTC, they're with you. When they drive their Bentleys, they see you by the roadside. So why should I even buy a ticket to come see you? Is the concept they have. They don't see the talent. They don't see
the time.
They don't see that, no, this is what this person chose to do. So in order for him or her to get to the next level, they got to have my support. You understand? And that's one thing that I plead, and any chance I get to go on any platform, I always say, give African music a chance. Give African music a chance. Because now look at it. Drake just won, 17 Billboards awards with what? With the song that was written by Wizkid and produced by Wizkid. I need a one dance, and I see in my hand.
Yeah.
And then did that one dance thing with Wizkid. That was a song written and produced by Wizkid, supposed to be for Wizkid. But Drake came and matched the whole place with it. Yeah. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that is how they got to see. Look at someone like, let's talk about Timiya, because he's more popular in the Caribbean than like the rest of them. Okay. You see songs with him and Sean Paul and stuff like that. Things like that edifies me. It makes me feel good. Okay. You understand?
Yes,
and that is the platform I want everyone to give African music.
A chance. Give it a chance.
Because now there's no soca place I will go and I will not hear, oh yeah, shake up your bum bum. And they don't even know it's an African song. Sadly, they don't even know.
That's too bad, yeah.
Right? And that is, it's more of that we need. To me, it's more of that we need.
Is getting the music out there.
We got a question from online.
Okay.
So the question is, what got you to start singing and also to fuse music with Jamaican and African beats?
Oh, nice question.
Wow, that's big. All right. Singing as I was growing up, my grandma owned a church, right? So, and it was when I grew up that I even got to know that my biological mother could sing, because I didn't know that. I didn't really live much with my mom to know what kind of life she lived. Okay. But then when she was alive, apparently she was a very good singer. So growing up in my grandma's church, I used to sing the gospel songs, and the grown-up folks would be like, oh, like in my dialect, like, hey, your grandson could sing. Like, he has a voice, But I didn't really take it in until I went to, let's say secondary school. Okay. In the boarding house. That was when I actually put this into use, and then I saw that, okay, this is something I actually enjoy doing. So when I moved up here, because back then in Ghana, I was doing predominantly Chi. That is the Akan language. The people, if you've heard of the Ashanti Kingdom.
Yes.
Chi, Akan. So that was what we were basically singing in. Okay. So when I came here now, you want to hear things that everybody want to hear, right? And so you got to fuse it. So I've been trying to fuse it with the English and bit back and forth. Then I met Diet Monkey Entertainment. So he is really the guy that said, bro, what you have, I think you should fuse some Jamaican stuff with it, because your market is broad. You don't make music for just Africans. So he actually brought that whole idea about let's fuse it together. Okay. And so that is how I just happened to put African beats to Jamaican lyrics and African lyrics at the same time, if that answers the question.
No, it does. That is. So in our last minute or so, I want you to tell people what to expect from your music coming up. Why should someone go and pick up your album? Why should someone come on the 25th of September?
No, 7th of
September. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, everyone should come, because number one is something different. Like I said, the album is called Gifted. And there are certain things that people don't know about me that when they get the album, they're going to know. Okay. Some people might think I'm this kind of way of artist, but once you get the album, you would really know that, no, actually, this is something that I really have to pay attention to. And also just support. If you are African or of an African descent, the only thing right for you to do is to support your brother. And without you, there wouldn't be me. So I need you to be there to support me. You understand? Because for me to call myself an artist or a star, I got to have the people that will wave the flag and say, we follow him, right? So, come 7th September, it's going to be crazy. JCA is going to be packed. I have artists coming all the way from Ghana just to support it. Yeah, special guests coming. I have soca artists coming from Grenada to support it. So, just like I said, the same mentality Diet Monkey said, we're going to fuse everything, give everybody something. Okay. So my Africans is going to get theirs. my Jamaicans is gonna get theirs, my Trinis are gonna get theirs, and the list goes on. So just be there and support it.
So I found a clip of you doing some acoustic. So we're gonna play that to head out the scene, or head out this segment. And when we come back, we're actually gonna sit down with the promoter who is actually bringing all of this together. But we'll play that little clip, and we'll see you guys soon.
From Ghana. I call her sexy now. I've been rocking everybody.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Welcome back, everybody. If you are just joining us, you actually just missed our last segment where I had our artist, Mr. Slimflex, here. And now, I had to drag the shy one from behind the camera. He's the one who's making a lot of this happen. A lot of the artists that come to Toronto are coming through you. So I would like to present to everybody Mr. Prince. Is that Prince George? Can we call you that?
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. It's Prince George.
Prince George from Prince George Entertainment. And he is shy. And I asked him, like, how are you shy and you're a promoter. You have to talk to people all the time. But I guess this is kind of different.
Yeah, it's different.
This is a little bit different.
So sport is fine.
So tell me about, before we go into the concert, because we have a huge event that you are putting on coming up next Friday, 10th. But let's talk about you for a little bit, because I want to learn about you. How did Prince George Entertainment come to be? How did you know this is what you wanted to do?
Well, this is thank you, Simone, for this opportunity.
Of course.
And the crew as well. Yeah, before anything, we'll just give God the glory. And it's something about when you feel something is really in you and you just want to put it out there, you just go and explore it. So when I go into Canada, 2007, I saw the entertainment, the way it's being run. I'm like, okay, you know what? I think there should be a spice more to this entertainment thingy. So I sat down and tried to readjust the way it's being done. So I registered my company in 2012. So I worked with Microbel. Yeah, he's my very good friend. And I try to see what I can do, something different from what everybody does. So, excuse me. So I went around and it's been awesome. So I was able to change what I needed to change. So that's why my brand is different from the rest of them.
What's the one thing that makes you different from every other promoter?
Well, it's the uniqueness.
Okay.
Yeah, I just try to do my thing, tailor excuse me. I try to tailor everything. I try to make sure I put my artist first as my first priority, and I don't just make them come into Canada to come and perform. I make people feel the music, their music.
Yeah.
So you just want to come to the hall, not to see the artist, but to feel the experience.
To have it, so you make it an experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to go back home with that experience, and like next time, if you hear something from the stable of PG, you'll be like, okay, you know what? I can't wait to be there, because you always give us something different.
I like that. So for you, you're all about you've learned to target, which is very psychological, people's feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, very good. So who are some of the artists you've worked with in the past?
Quite a lot. Olamide, Corey DeBello. We have comedians too, Agodai, and the YC, Bovie, Fino, and Timiya, all of them like that.
So who's your favorite? Who's your favorite person to work with?
Among the people I've worked with?
Yeah, who's your favorite? Out of all the people we've worked with, who was the person that was like, yeah, I really like you? Because sometimes artists can be a little,
It depends on what exactly do you mean? Like,
okay.
The way they perform or their...
Everything, the experience with them. Since you talk about experience, what was your favorite experience with an artist?
It's Timiya.
Okay.
That's funny enough, it's Timiya because number one is down to earth. It's very, very reasonable. Timiya asks you, it's not about the money. You won't forget to ask you about the money. It tells you how far is your ticket going, what's going on, what's the response. You understand? It cares more about his people, his fans.
Okay.
You understand? So when an artist kept asking you, okay, what's up about the money or whatever, so you know they're being sentimental. But Timiya is about, okay, what's the response out there? What do I need to do more? How do I get them out? Blah blah blah. I appreciate that. So that's why anytime it's Timiya.
Okay, so he's very much, it sounds like, about not just coming out there to perform to collect the paycheck, but coming out here, of course, like you, I guess for this verse, he wants about the experience.
Yeah.
So that's why that works for you. Okay, so let's talk about this concert coming up. Let's throw up that flyer, please. Yes, so let's talk about this. How did this even come to being? Who was the brainchild of this idea to bring him up here? I saw some of the stuff. I've never heard of him. And now I know quite a bit of his songs. I like his music. I like how he does things. It's funny because being a Canadian and being a Jamaican Canadian and knowing that there's actually reggae artists coming out of Africa, it's like, where did this all happen? How did this all happen? Mind you, we're all from Africa, right? So it doesn't matter, but still. Like, how did this brainchild, the Timiya and you, how did you guys connect? How did the collab happen?
Okay, good. Well, like I said, Timiya has been a friend. He's been here before. and that was a long time ago. I think 2013, when Microbel brought him. Then I worked with Microbel. While Caribana is coming up, I'm like, you know what? Let's try and do something. Timiya is known in the Caribbean, so I need to just do something. So I was trying to see if I could do Caribbean meet Nigerian.
Okay.
So that was the whole concept. But at the end of the day, the date I was targeting, there was no time. The hall was full. There was no space. So I now changed it to the 10th.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So now I'm like about that time from the Caribana period, from the 1st to the 10th, Timiya can still put something out there.
Yeah.
So I spoke to him, and I flew down to Nigeria. Okay. So we sat down and we sealed the deal.
Okay.
So I put out the tour for him. So it's not only Toronto, so he's doing a tour.
Oh, so this is an actual tour.
Yeah, it's a tour.
Where is he touring?
His first show is in Edmonton on the 4th. That's tomorrow.
Okay, so he's already making his way to Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he's on his way to Canada.
Okay.
So to Edmonton. So when we're done at Edmonton, we come to Toronto. So I mean, he needs to meet and greet with his fans. Then on Friday, so next week Friday, then we kill it.
Okay, and after Toronto, is he going anywhere else?
Vancouver.
So he's going to Vancouver.
11th.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna be all over the place then.
Yeah.
All right. So.
And we're considering Calgary now, so we're still thinking.
Oh, there's still more.
Yeah, they're calling. Calgary's calling. So.
Okay. So you know what we need to do definitely is we need to push this video out so people can see what's happening and who's coming in. Yeah. Is there anyone else that you have in store for us in, let's say, 2018?
Oh, we're not even done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We've got a lot of people coming. We're not done yet.
Okay. You're not gonna tell us, eh?
No.
I was trying to get a sneak. No, nothing. Can we get one? No.
Okay. Actually, that is why. And let me say that is why Prince George Entertainment is kind of different. I don't just say it. I bring it out on unexpected. You're like, wow.
So you do the planning behind the scenes.
So you just say wow. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And I know I put you on the spot.
It's okay.
But you did pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
You did pretty good today.
I'm going to check my video later and see what I did.
I'm going to actually play one more song, and you guys definitely, can you put that flyer up one more time? So this is next week, which is the 10th. Slimflex, what are you saying? I'm going to call you out. What are you saying over there?
I was telling him to plug in the other artists that will be gracing the night.
Okay.
I was explaining that to ask me, so.
Okay,
yeah. So I'm just telling you, plug it in.
Yeah, plug them in. Yeah, throw the other artists at night, please.
We have a lot of artists, actually.
Okay.
Especially, we have Victor YBNL. There's this brand in Nigeria, Olamide. YBNL is very big. It's one of them, one of his artists, Victor. So he's going to be there as a surprise act. And Isos too. You understand? So we can't even wait for that one. So it's crazy. It's huge.
Okay.
So we just want to give them something different. Not like anybody coming to stage to come and do an opening act and everything. It has to be the people they want to see. So we have Slimflex, Victor, and Isos.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a loaded night. So you need to come out early. It's not about 11, 12 show. No, you have to come. I'll tell you 9. The show, the stage, everybody's going to be on stage from 9, so everything kicks off from there. So you're just going to have fun, extraordinary.
So no black people time is what he's saying.
Yeah, no African time.
Get there on time, all right? Let's play that last video, and everybody, looking forward to seeing you guys in the 10th. Thank you so much, Prince George, for coming in.
You're welcome.
Slimflex, I want to thank you for coming in. Guys, enjoy your Caribana weekend. Be safe, and listen, if you don't get to do too much this weekend, listen, there's an event next Friday. See you guys soon.